Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015. I'm Clint Anderson. We're here in Gordon this evening as the Gordon Rushville Lady Mustangs get set to take on the Morrill Lions in the first round of the Western Trails Conference Tournament. Just under 18 minutes to go in the pregame as we get ready for Western Trails Conference Tournament action here from Gordon. Glad to have you along with us this evening. And we are ready to bring you basketball action. We'll bring this up several times this evening, but if you are a Twitter follower, and I know that many of you are, now is the time to tweet about today's game. Mention at SC Journal Star in your tweet, and your tweet may just show up in today's broadcast. So let us know where you're watching from. Make some comments or whatever you'd like, but let us know that you're watching today's game, and make sure you include at SC Journal Star in your tweet, and we'll pick that up and we'll be showing those at halftime of today's game. Just under 17 minutes now in the pregame. We'll step aside for just a little bit. We'll be back with some starting lineups and some pregame activities in just a minute on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015. Hi, I'm Clint Anderson, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Wherever we're broadcasting from, you can bet that I got there in a Ford vehicle from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I've been a Sides and Milburn customer for over 20 years, and I can't imagine going anywhere else to buy or trade vehicles. I may be able to find a cheaper vehicle somewhere else, but the hometown service I get at Sides and Milburn Ford is worth way more than a trip to Rapid City or Denver. I hope you enjoyed today's game, and when you're ready to trade vehicles, stop in and see the good folks at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
New Holland has equipped farmers with the right technology for over a century and continues to provide smart innovations like our exclusive corn rower attachment for our CR Series Combine. We make certain you have all the tools to grow your bottom line while improving efficiency and productivity, allowing you to work smarter in order to spend more time with the ones you love. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
Great Plains Communications.
Great Plains Communications values its Nebraska roots. For 4 generations, family-owned Great Plains Communications has provided local service in Nebraska. For more than 100 years, our technicians have lived and worked in the communities we serve. Local service, Nebraska-owned. Great Plains Communications.
Great Plains Communications. Welcome home.
We are just about 14 minutes from basketball action between the Gordon Rushville Mustangs and the Morrill Lions as we are entertained by an outstanding Gordon Rushville Mustang band. Let's say thanks to today's sponsors. Essence provides beautiful fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion. They have a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including Valentine's Day gifts. Stop in and see Amber at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon or call them at 282-0050. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb Share of Share Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516. Excuse me, or stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And the good folks at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. Whether you need to winterize it or defrost it, Buck and the crew can get you fixed up. Stop in at True Value in downtown Gordon. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance. Be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles, and you can stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or call 282-2080. And Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. 12 minutes left to go before the opening tip of today's game between the Mustangs and the Lions. We'll step aside and get some starting lineups and be back with some starting matchups in just a minute here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015. Well, just under 8 minutes to go before the opening tip of today's opening round action of the Western Trails Conference Tournament as the Gordon Rushville Mustangs host the Morrill Lions. Let's take a look at these two teams and some starting lineups. The visiting Morrill Lions come into today's game with a season record of 9 wins and 9 losses. As a team, they average 41 points per game. Starters this evening for the Morrill Lions will be number 4, Leanne Sherrod. She is a junior. Let's see if we've got a height listed. We do. She is a 5'6" junior. Number 5 is Shaylin Lackey. She is a 5'7" sophomore. She averages 7 points and 4 rebounds per game. Number 10 is Jessica Harvey. She is a 5'8" sophomore. She leads the Lions in scoring with 17 points. She also pulls down 4 rebounds and averages 4 steals per game. Number 23 is Bailey Steiner. She is a 5'8" sophomore. She averages 3 points and 3 rebounds. And number 24 is Caitlin Margheim. She is a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 4 points and 2 rebounds per game. Again, the Lions with a record of 9 wins and 9 losses coming into today's game. For the Mustangs, they come into today's game with a record of 10 wins and 6 losses. Starters today for the Mustangs. Number 11, Haley Saar is a 5'7" senior. She averages 10 points per game and 2 assists. Number 12 is Denny Jacobson. She is a 5'9" senior, averaging 3 points and 8 rebounds per game. Number 13, Josie Perez is a 5'7" sophomore. She leads the Mustangs in scoring with 16 points per game, and she adds 6 rebounds per contest as well. Number 21, Ashton Sassy is a 5'8" junior. She averages 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals per game. And rounding out the starting 5, number 22, Carly Hinn is a 5'11" sophomore. She averages 5 points and 6 rebounds per game. The Mustangs average 51 points per game. They pull down 33 rebounds. They have 11 assists, and they average 16 steals per game. So that is your starting lineups as we are just under 5 minutes to go left in the pregame. Let's take a quick look at the Western Trails Conference bracket here. As you can see, the Mustangs and the Morrill Lions are playing here tonight, and the winner of this game will move on to WNCC's Cougar Palace tomorrow afternoon at 3:45. Where they will face the winner of the Hemmingford and Bayard game. So a win here tonight sends the Mustangs on to Scottsbluff tomorrow to face the winner of the Hemmingford and Bayard game. That's assuming a win, but you can't assume anything, as last year the Mustangs went on the road and as the underdog upset these Morrill Lions and earned their way into that semifinal. They then knocked off the Hemmingford Bobcats in another upset and made their way into the final game against the Mitchell Tigers, which they ended up losing in the championship game. So Mustangs hoping to repeat the process from a year ago. They'd like to face off against the Hemmingford Bobcats, a team that they lost to earlier this season. So that's what the bracket looks like for the Western Trails Conference Tournament. And again, we'll try and say this a couple of times through the broadcast here, but if you are a Twitter follower, mention at SC Journal Star in a tweet. We'll pick that up, and we'll be posting those tweets at halftime. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and anything else you might want us to know. But include the at SC Journal Star in your tweet. We'll pick that up, and your tweet may show up at halftime. Just under 3 minutes to go. We'll step aside one last time, be ready for the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineups. Jessica Bragg with the national anthem this evening. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer for the introductions of the starting lineup.
Tonight's winner of this contest will play tomorrow at 3:45 at WNCC against the winner of tonight's game between Hemingford and Baird. Tonight's starters for the Morrill Lions: number 4, Leanne Sherrod, a 5'6" junior. Number 5, Shaylin Lackey, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 10, Jessica Harvey, a 5'8" sophomore. Number 23, Bailey Steiner, a 5'8" sophomore. And number 24, Caitlin Marheim, a 5'8" sophomore. The Lions are coached by Josh Carew and assisted by Josie Ryan. Now for your Gordon Rushville Lady Mustangs. Number 11, Haley Saw, a 5'7" senior. Number 12, Danny Jacobson, a 5'9" senior. Number 13, Josie Perez, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 21, Ashton Sassy, a 5'7" junior. And number 22, Carly Henry, a 5'11" sophomore. The Mustangs are coached by Randy Holbert and assisted by Angela.
So there are the starting lineups. Let's take a quick rundown through those one more time for you. For the visiting Morrill Lions, starters today: Leanne Sherrod, Shaylin Lackey, Jessica Harvey, Bailey Steiner, and Caitlin Margheim. And for the Mustangs, the usual starting 5: Haley Saar, Denny Jacobson, Josie Perez, Ashton Sassy, and Carly Hinn. We are just about ready to get this one underway. Thanks for joining us this evening on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015. Carly Hinn in the center circle to jump it up against Bailey Steiner. Steiner controls the tip, and we are underway here, and we got a traveling call as Lackey came down with that, trying to get it into the hands of somebody else, and she turns it over. So the first break of the game goes to the Mustangs, and they'll have the basketball. They get it into Ashton Sassy. She'll give it right back to Haley Saar. And away we go on the offensive end for the Mustangs. In the corner for Sassy. That one's tipped out of bounds by Sherrod, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. They'll inbound it again. They find Josie Perez, and she kicks it out. They swing it around. Now they'll reverse that around, and that's Jacobson. She goes to the top of the key to Perez. Perez drives in. She finds Carly Hinn underneath. Contact, but Carly pays no mind, knocks it down for 2 points, and the Mustangs with the early lead, 2-0, with 7:25 to go. Long pass into the corner by the Lions. That's Margheim. Now back up top to Harvey. Harvey tries to go down low, but it's tipped out of there and taken away by Ashton Sassy. She'll cross the timeline, looks behind her, lets the traffic clear, gets it across to Saar. Now they'll get it down into the corner for Sassy. She tries to go inside, but that's tipped away. And here come the Morrill Lions. This is Jessica Harvey. Tees it up for 3. Harvey is good. Jessica Harvey knocks one down from long range. And just like that, the Morrill Lions back in the lead here at 3-2 with 6:45 to go. Jacobson out up high, finds Haley Saar. Working against this zone defense. Saar drives in, has her shot partially blocked. That'll sail out of bounds, and it'll be Morrill Lion basketball. Kenna Campbell comes into the game now. She'll give Ashton Sassy a rest. 6:34 to go in the first quarter. It is a 3-2 Morrill Lion lead. And here comes Jessica Harvey with the basketball. Goes high post to Steiner. Steiner tries to go down low. That's taken away and then stolen right back by Leanne Sherrod, and it's now a 5-2 lead for the Morrill Lions. Haley Saar sets it up for the Mustangs, and there's Harvey with the tip, but she can't quite save it as it sails out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. There's a shot in and out, no good. There's the rebound and the putback by Carly Hinn, and Carly's got 4, and it's a 5-4 ball game. Harvey, the one-handed pass into the corner. They'll kick it up top for Lackey. Lackey down low and out of bounds. They're going to say off the Mustangs. Tried to get it in there for Sherrod and couldn't make that happen. So Margheim now to inbound the ball for Morrill. Margheim looks, gets it in. That is Sherrod, and Sherrod has 2 more, and it's back to a 3-point game at 7-4 with 5:43 to go in the first quarter. Jacobson on the wing. They work against this 2-3 zone of the Morrill Lions. Now they'll swing it around. Haley Sarr up top. That is Josie Perez. Her 3-pointer off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Denny Jacobson. Her shot won't go, and it's rebounded by Lackey for the Morrill Lions. 5:18 to go. The Lions lead it by 3, and there's a takeaway by Kenna Campbell. Now we've got a 4-on-2 by the Mustangs, but tipped out of bounds. Great defensive play that time by Shaylin Lackey for the Morrill Lions as she tipped that one out of bounds, and we got a timeout on the floor. And with 5:11 to go, it is Morrill 7 and Gordon Rushville 4. So quick 30-second timeout. And we are ready to get ourselves back to basketball action. Glad to have Shelby Holbert doing the camera work for us here this evening. So we're breaking in a new camera person, and so far I think she's doing a tremendous job. They get it into Carly Hinch. She can't handle that, and out of there come the Morrill Lions with it. This is Stephanie Tarrin comes down the floor. Now back into the corner. Margheim, that one's short, and the rebound pulled out of there by Perez, and she traveled with it. Mustangs turn it right back over with 4:56 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs trail this one by 3 at 7-4. So Sherrod comes out along with Hinn. Into the game for the Mustangs comes Keely Campbell for the first time here this evening. They lob that one in to Harvey. Harvey inside, contact, but no foul. She misses the shot, and Keely Campbell comes out of there with it. Gets it to Kenna Campbell, and she'll bring it up for the Mustangs. Finds Haley Sarr on the wing. Mustangs trail by 3. It's 7-4. 4:40 to go. In the corner for Kenna Campbell. Quick move, puts it on the floor. Shot, that won't go. There's Perez with the rebound. Her putback is short. And now a battle on the floor for it, and it'll be Mustang basketball on the alternating possession on the tie-up. Now into the game comes Taylor Wedham for the Lions. She'll take the place of Bailey Steiner. So Sarr to inbound it. Goes up top. Now they work it inside for Jacobson, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to give that foul on Caitlin Margheim, and that is her first, and the first team foul for the Lions. They inbound it for Josie Perez, and then she has it slapped away and out of bounds, and that one's going to be off of Lackey, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. 4:25 to go now in the first quarter, and now Josie Perez heads to the bench, and Ashton Sassy comes into the game. So here's Haley Sarr bringing it up the floor. Sets the offense across to Kenna Campbell. Now back to Haley. And there's a bad pass, but Kenna Campbell picks it back up. Her shot won't go, but she is fouled, and Kenna Campbell will head to the line for a pair of free throws. They're going to give that foul to Stephanie Tarrin, and that'll be her first and the second team foul on the Lions. Kenna lines up the first one. That one's short and no good, but she's got one more coming. 4:11 to go in the first quarter. It's a 7-4 ball game as Tarrin comes out along with Margheim for the Lions. We'll try and get a line on who came into the game to replace him. Second free throw by Campbell is off the mark, no good, and pulled out of there by Sherrod. Now they get it to Harvey. Harvey brings it up the floor all the way in. Layup, that one's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound cleared by Denny Jacobson. Mustangs back in business. Under 4 minutes to go first quarter. Still trailing it by 3 at 7-4. Into the corner for Jacobson. Jacobson puts it on the floor, drives baseline, kicks it across for Sassy. Her shot blocked. That was blocked by Lackey, and the Morrill Lions come out of there with it. Jessica Harvey brings it up the floor. And now they go baseline for Wedham. Back up top for Lackey. Lackey traveled with it. So not a real clean played first quarter by either team. A lot of unforced errors for both sides. And we're now approaching the 3-minute and 30-second mark of the first quarter. Still in that 2-3 zone for the Morrill Lions. Jacobson in the corner. Up top for Sassy. Swings it around for Sarr. They work it inside for Keely Campbell. Kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way by Kenna Campbell, and she is fouled. Kenna Campbell heads to the line for 3 free throws this time. She's 0 for 2 so far tonight. They give that foul to Margheim, and that'll be her second. And the third team foul on the Lions. They're going to say that foul was on the floor, so no free throws. They're going to say it was after the shot as Keely Campbell and Haley Sarr head to the bench. Josie Perez and, let's see, Carly Hinn now back into the game for the Mustangs. In the corner for Jacobson. Drives baseline. Tried to get it to Kenna Campbell. Had a little bit of room there, but just beyond her fingertips. They throw that one away, and they'll turn it back over. Taryn now back into the game. She replaces Margheim for the Lions. 3:11 to go first quarter. Still 7-4 ball game in favor of the Lions. Harvey brings it up. Drives in. Finds Taryn underneath, and she has her pass taken away by Kenna Campbell. They'll get it back to Kenna, and she'll bring it up the floor. Under 3 to go in the first quarter as the Mustangs try to solve this 2-3 zone. Perez in the corner. Now up top for Sassy. On the wing. Now they go down low. Nice look and a good finish that time by Denny Jacobson. Great look inside. And the Mustangs close to within 1 with 2:35 to go first quarter. It's now 7-6. And now Harvey out there on the wing. Drives in and has her pocket picked by Kenna Campbell again. And it's Denny Jacobson coming out of there with it. And the Mustangs back in business as they head to the offensive end with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Three-pointer on the way by Josie Perez, in and out, no good. And that'll be Morrill coming down with it. Bailey Steiner tracked that one down. Now quickly ahead to Lackey. Now she'll kick it back out to Harvey, and they'll reset. They go down low. That one blocked, partially blocked, I thought, but she gets it to fall. That's Leanne Sherrod. She's got 6. And it's back to a 3-point game at 9-6. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs haven't really found an offensive rhythm yet here in the first quarter. Ashton Sassy lobs it in to Hinn. She kicks it back out to Josie Perez, and her shot won't go. But there's Jacobson. Her putback won't fall. And Morrill back with it again, and here comes Harvey. Harvey to Lackey on the wing. Lackey down low for Sherrod. Sherrod drives in. She has her shot blocked by Carly Hinn. And it'll be Morrill Lion basketball as Haley Sarr comes back in. She'll take the place of Ashton Sassy. 9-6, 1:24 to go first quarter. Jessica Harvey can't handle the inbounds pass, loses it out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover back to the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to get this 2-3 zone figured out. Morrill not doing anything special, but Mustangs not able to really solve it to this point. They go inside for Hinn. Turnaround jumper. That one's blocked. And here comes Harvey accelerating. Lays it up and too hard off the glass. Taryn with the rebound. Her shot blocked by Josie Perez. And now the Mustangs going to run. Here comes Haley Sarr. Leaves it for Carly Hinn. One dribble up. And they're going to say she traveled. Carly, one too many steps. She was right there, waited for that defender to pass. But she traveled with it. And they'll turn it back over with 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. It's Morrill 9 and the Mustangs 6. Now here comes Haley Sarr. She steals the inbounds pass, but she can't control it. She timed that perfectly, but couldn't quite get enough of the pass. It's tipped out of bounds. And Morrill controls it. Stephanie Taryn brings it up and crosses the timeline now. Across to Lackey. Lackey drives in. Goes down low, and that one's taken away by the Mustangs. Haley Sarr brings it up the floor. Good pass, looks across, and she'll find Kenna Campbell. Kenna's fouled, and Kenna will head to the line, and this time she will be shooting 2 free throws. 41 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. That is the first foul on Sherrod. Kenna's first free throw is off the mark, no good. She's 0 for 3 so far this evening as Sherrod checks out, and now Katie Howell into the game for Morrill. Kenna lines up the second one. And that one's off no good as well. Kenna 0 for 4, and there's a traveling call on Morrill. That is Jada West into the game for the first time this evening. So the Mustangs have it back with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. They trail this one 9-6. We had a lot of scoring early, but it has really slowed down in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter. There's a shot by Denny Jacobson, gets it to fall. Good tough play by Denny Jacobson that time. She's got 4 points, and she'll have a free throw and a chance to tie this one up as it's now 9-8 with 32 seconds left to go. First quarter action here, and that is the first foul on Katie Howell and the 5th team foul on the Lions, and that one won't go, but there's Carly Hinn with the rebound and the putback. Carly Hinn give her 6 in the first quarter, and the Mustangs back in the lead for the first time since they led it 2-0. It's now 10-9 Mustangs, and now Gordon Rushville going to trap out of that 1-3-1 zone that they've been running so far here in the first quarter, and they get the takeaway. 13 seconds to go. Haley Saar drives in, draws the contact, and will have a foul on the floor called against the Morrill Lions. And that will go against Stephanie Tarrin, and that'll be her second. That is the 6th team foul on Morrill, so the next foul puts the Mustangs into the 1-on-1 bonus. That shot by Jacobson won't go, and now we're going to have a foul on the Mustangs. That's Carly Hinn. They're going to get her for coming over the back on that rebound attempt. 8 seconds left to go first quarter. Mustangs lead this one 10-9. Taryn brings it up the floor, has her pocket picked by Haley Saar. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Haley lays it up, and good at the buzzer. Haley Saar extends the Mustang lead to 3. It's 12-9 at the end of the first quarter here in the first round of the Western Trails Conference Tournament.
It's here. The new 2015 F-150 is now available at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. The aluminum frame makes this truck 700 pounds lighter. It has the V6 EcoBoost engine and a 6-speed automatic transmission, along with satellite radio, sync, a rear view camera, and remote start. It even has LED cargo box lighting. Stop in and see the new F-150 at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
And the second quarter underway quickly here, and we haven't had time to update the scoreboard. Margheim comes out firing, and the rebound and the putback, though, is good by Jessica Harvey. She's got 5 points, and it's back to a 1-point game at 12-11. We are in the second quarter of the Western Trails Conference Tournament. We'll update the scoreboard as soon as we have a minute here. Mustangs go inside to Carly Hinn, turn around, and she traveled. There's a steal by Haley Saar and an easy basket, and 2 more for the Mustangs, 2 more for Saar. She's got 4, and she stole that inbounds pass and laid it up for 2. Now the Mustangs trying to extend that pressure defense. Haley Saar is going to be called for her first foul. And they're going to get Josie Perez now as we've got the scoreboard updated. Josie Perez going to be called for her first foul. And that will put Leanne Sherrod at the line for 2 free throws. Sherrod with 6 points so far in the game. 7:13 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs lead at 14-11. First free throw off no good, and so neither team has made a free throw so far here this evening. And Sherrod will have 1 more. Second free throw, that one finds the mark, and it's a 2-point game at 14-12. 7:10 to go, second quarter. Quickly ahead to Haley Saar. Haley skips it across to Kenna Campbell. Ashton Sassy back to Saar. Try to go inside for Jacobson. She somehow gathers that in. They fire it across to Kenna Campbell. Kenna loses it, and they're going to say it was kicked by a Morrill Lion, and that'll bail out the Mustangs. They'll get it back. 6:57 to go, second quarter. Mustangs lead it by 2. Kenna Campbell goes over the top and finds Haley Saar. Ashton Sassy pull-up jumper from the free throw line is short. Sassy slaps the rebound out, pulled down by Kenna Campbell. Her shot won't go, and that one's going to be pulled out of there finally by Harvey for the Lions. 6:44 to go. Mustangs lead at 14-12. Lackey across to Harvey. Harvey tries to go inside. That's tipped out of bounds by Jacobson, and Morrill Lions will maintain possession. Taryn comes in. She'll replace Sherrod in the lineup for the Lions. Margheim to inbound it. She gets it in. Shot up and good. And the foul. Shaylin Lackey converts. She'll have a chance for the three-point play, and that will be the second foul on Carly Hinn. So the shot is in and out, and no good by Lackey. Stays at a tie ball game now at 14 as we're under 6:30 to go in the second quarter. Saar up top for Sassy. Sassy back to Saar. Inside quickly to Denny Jacobson. Jacobson up and good. Another good tough shot by Denny. She's got 6 on the evening, and the Mustangs back in front by 2, 16-14. And there's another steal by the Mustangs. They get it ahead. Ashton Sassy lays it up and good. Ashton Sassy with her first points of the ball game. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by the Mustangs with 6:04 left to go in the second quarter. It's the Mustangs 18 and the Lions 14. And the officials, they cleared the clock. We're going to step aside because we can remedy that. We know it was at 6:04. Maybe they'll work that down. We'll see what they come up with here. Now they've got to fix the clock. Hold on, let's see what we can do. Well, they have settled on 6:32 to go. Only it was actually 6:04, but that doesn't matter. We'll get a little extra basketball action here as the Mustangs get the turnover. And they'll have it with 6:30 now to go. Bonus basketball action for you of about 30 seconds, and that's not going to hurt anything. As Haley Saar tries to go inside for Jacobson, it's tipped out, but Kenna Campbell comes away with it, and there's a block. And now Denny Jacobson going to be called for the foul. That'll be her first. Actually, they're going to say that was Denny's second. I missed one along the way somewhere. So 6:15 to go and an 18-14 lead. That one's off of Margheim's hands and out of bounds. And they'll turn it back over to the Mustangs. So a lot of turnovers both ways for these teams here this evening. On the wing for Saar. Saar skips it across to Sassy. Back to Saar. Tees it up. Three-pointer on the way. That one misses everything. Out of bounds. It'll be it'll be Morrill Lion basketball with now 5:58 left to go. Josie Perez comes back in. She'll take the place of Ashton Sassy. And now the Mustangs going to apply a little bit of full court pressure here as Jessica Harvey works against Haley Saar. The Mustangs fall back in to that zone defense, and there's a takeaway by Josie Perez. Gets it ahead to Haley Saar. She'll leave it for Perez. Perez drives in, pull-up jumper. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound, but taken away by Kenna Campbell. Her putback won't go. Keely Campbell up and good. 2 for Keely Campbell. She's on the board for the first time tonight, and it's a 6-point Mustang lead, 20-14, as we approach the 5:20 mark of the second quarter. They go cross court to Margheim. Fall away jumper finds the way home. I'm not sure how. Makes it 20 22-16 now with 5:10 to go. Nice shot that time by Margheim as she was falling away and just kind of threw that one up. Now Kenna Campbell drives in, kicks it out for Perez. Now Kenna Campbell gets it up top. Josie Perez in and out. That one won't go, but it's rebounded by Jacobson. Denny Jacobson finds Haley Saar. Good head fake into the lane. Shot up. That one's too strong. Won't go. Saar comes out of there with it. Finds Keely Campbell. Her shot won't go. Battle for it, and Harvey comes out of there with it. Now we've got a 2-on-2 coming the other way. She fakes out Haley Saar and lays it up and in. Jessica Harvey has 7, and it's back to a 2-point game at 20-18 with 4:20 to go in the first half. Josie Perez to Haley Saar on the wing. Back up for Kenna Campbell. Josie goes inside for Jacobson. Her shot deflected, and it's Taryn that comes out of there with it. She'll get it to Harvey, and 4 minutes left to go now in the second quarter. And the Lions with a chance to tie. Back to Harvey. Harvey sets it up, goes down low for Margheim, and a jump ball called as Denny Jacobson reached in and got a paw on that one and got the tie up. And the alternating possession goes back to the Mustangs. As now Jacobson heads to the bench. And Ashton Sassy comes in to replace her. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Sassy on the wing for Saar. Good look inside for Campbell. And off her foot and out of bounds. They'll turn it back over to Morrill with 3:38 to go. Stephanie Taryn brings it up the floor for the Lions. Taryn works against Saar. Now Saar reaches in, and we're going to have a jump ball called. Saar afraid she'd picked up a foul, but instead it's a tie-up, and the possession arrow this time points towards the Lions. 3:28 to go, second quarter, and a 20-18 Mustang lead. They go inside for Sherrod. Her shot blocked, and it's Keely Campbell that comes out of there with it. Ashton Sassy quickly up the floor, dribbles through traffic, gets it to Haley Saar. Her shot blocked, taken away by Lackey. Now the Mustangs have got Lackey trapped, and a timeout called by the Morrill Lions. 3:13 left to go in the second quarter. It's Gordon Rushville 20 and Morrill 18. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon or call them at 282-0050. And whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb Share of Share Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516 or stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. And an update from the boys game. Boys on the road in first round action as they're taking on the Bridgeport Bulldogs. And at the end of the first quarter, Mustangs trail 24-6. So back to basketball action here with 3:10 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs hanging on to a 2-point lead, 20-18. Cross-court pass. Now they'll skip it back across to Harvey. Harvey, another cross-court pass. That's Lackey. Lackey into the lane, and she traveled with it. So the Lions trying to defeat that Mustang zone by making those long cross-court passes, and that's all right as long as you can get away with it. But the Mustangs have been really good at getting a hand in the passing lane. And they get the turnover there, but that time on the traveling call. Mustangs now work against the 2-3 zone as there's a pull-up jumper by Ashton Sassy. She misses the whole works, out of bounds, and they'll give it back to the Lions with 2:42 to go in the second quarter. Jessica Harvey brings it up the floor. Mustangs back into that 1-3-1. They go high post, kick it back to Harvey. She drives in, little floater won't go, gets her own rebound, and the putback is good. We are tied again as that's 9 for Harvey. Tied at 20 with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Kenna Campbell switches sides with Haley Saar. Now across to Sassy. Sassy back to Perez. Saar on the wing. Looks inside for Kenna Campbell. Campbell to Perez. High top of the key. That one won't go. But Ashton Sassy with the rebound. Drives into the lane. Her shot blocked. and it's Harvey that comes out of there with it. So the Mustangs having a hard time getting a shot to fall. 2-on-2, here comes Harvey. Harvey in, and she traveled. Haley Saar set up trying to draw the charge. Harvey tried to go around her and instead called for the travel. 20 apiece here with under 2 to go in the second quarter, 1:53. And here comes Ashton Sassy. Sets it up for the Mustangs, leaves it for Haley Saar. The Mustangs go to work on offense. Sassy goes inside for Perez. Perez is fouled. Josie Perez will head to the free throw line, and she'll have 2 shots coming. Josie, the leading scorer on this Mustang team, has yet to get on the board here this evening. Hasn't had many looks. She averages 16 points a game, and this really her first opportunity here from the free throw line. First one in and out, and the Mustangs now 0 for 6 from the free throw line. As now Margheim comes out and Bailey Steiner into the game for the Lions. And the second free throw, finally, the Mustangs get one in the free throw column, and now they lead it by 1 at 21-20. 1:35 to go in the second quarter. Jessica Harvey tees it up for 3. That one's off the mark, no good, but it's rebounded by Taryn, and now the Mustangs with the basketball. Here's Haley Saar behind the defense. Lets the defense go by and then misses that rebound, or misses the layup. Now Ashton Sassy knocks one down for 2. Ashton's got 4 points, and it's back to a 3-point Mustang lead at 23-20. That one a little too easy for Haley Saar on the layup, but offensive rebounding bails them out. And now the Mustang fans exhorting the Lady Mustangs to play some defense here as the bank is open for Leanne Sherrod. Knocks that one down. Back to a 1-point game. We're under a minute to go. 23-22. Mustangs by 1. Second quarter action. Back across to Haley Saar. Skip pass across to Sassy. 3-pointer by Ashton Sassy. That one's short, but there is Perez with the rebound. Her putback won't go. And Taryn comes out of there with it, and now they're going to get a reach-in foul. And who are they going to get? They're going to give that one to Josie Perez, and that'll be Josie's second. And just the 6th team foul on the Mustangs. 30 seconds left to go. Mustangs by 1. 23-22 here in the second quarter. Harvey sets it up. High post. Now back out to Harvey. One-handed baseball pass again down into the corner. And Taryn traveled with it. Mustangs will have it with 17 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Trying to extend that 1-point lead. They lead at 23-22. Under 15 to go as Kenna Campbell accelerates. Kicks it out. 3-pointer. Sassy. Good! Ashton Sassy knocks it down. And now we've got a violation here. As I was working on the scorebook, they turn it back over to the Mustangs with 5 seconds left to go in the first half and a 4-point lead, 26-22. They get it into Keely Campbell, turns, shoots, can't get it to fall. Had more time than she really realized, and the first half comes to an end. The Mustangs lead this one 26-22. We'll step aside and we'll be back momentarily with some first half scoring totals. Don't forget, if you're a Twitter follower, make sure you send a tweet including at SC Journal Star, and we'll get that ticker running here at halftime. So stay tuned. We'll be back with some halftime scoring totals after this. At the half, it's the Mustangs 26 and the Lions 22. So let's take a look at some halftime unofficial scoring totals for these two teams. First, for the Mustangs, it's Ashton Sassy leading the way with the big three-pointer at the end of that first half. She's got 7 points. Carly Hinn and Denny Jacobson each with 6. Haley Starr with 4. Keely Campbell with 2, and Josie Perez with 1. For the Mustangs from the free throw line, just shooting 1 for 7 in that first half. For the Morrill Lions, it is Leanne Sherrod and Jessica Harvey, both with 9 points, and then Shaylin Lackey and Caitlin Margheim, each with 2. And the Morrill Lions 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. 7:38 to go here in the halftime break. If you are a Twitter follower, make sure you shoot us a tweet that includes the @SC Journal Star handle in it, and we'll get those tweets going and be replaying those through the halftime break. Again, at halftime, it's Gordon Rushville 26 and Morrill 22.
Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville is your Sheridan County Ford dealer. They have an excellent service department that works on all makes and models. So why would you drive hours to buy a car from someone you will never see again when you can do business locally with a dealer who will stand behind their product and has the service department to back it up? Sides and Milburn Ford will help you find the right vehicle, and they will do it with the personal touch that only your hometown dealer can provide. Stop in at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. They're the people you can trust.
When it comes to your land, it pays to be smart. At New Holland, smart means giving you a wide range of options to fit your needs, like smooth cutting, plug-free conditioning, and versatility. Smart means putting more hay in the bale and leaving less in the field. It also means providing exceptional after-sales support and growing a legacy that goes far beyond equipment. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
Great Plains Communications.
GPC TV is proud to announce our brand new weather feature on Channel 2. It is now your 24/7 location for current, local, and national weather using advanced satellite imaging. From today's temperature to the full 5-day forecast, GPC TV has you covered. We will continue to air local sports and your favorite Husker programs. The other providers simply can't compete. When you need weather now, you need GPC TV on Channel 2.
So we are at halftime, and the Mustangs with the lead at the half, 26-22. 4.5 minutes left in this halftime break. And we do have one score update for you. And the boys game in the first round on the boys bracket of the Western Trails Conference. Mustangs trail 36-18 at the half as they are playing in Bridgeport this evening. Again, make sure that you still got just a couple of minutes left. If you are a Twitter follower, make sure that you post a tweet that includes the @SC Journal Star handle in it, and we'll get your tweet on the air. Glad to have everybody along with us. This is a new thing that we're doing for this game, trying this out. We have a lot of viewers from an awful long ways away, and it's always nice to see where everybody is watching from, and great to have everyone's comments. And not sure if Austin Wires is watching this evening. Austin, a loyal follower of the Hay Springs games, but want to send a congratulatory message out to Austin. Just got in the mail this afternoon. Understand that Austin and Miss Morgan Meyer are going to be married this summer. So congratulations to one of our very loyal followers. Austin Wires, glad to have you along with us. Austin, of course, watching from Mitchell, South Dakota most times as he's in college up there. So glad to have everyone along with us. And make sure you get those tweets in as we've just got about 3 minutes left to go here in the halftime break. At the half, it is Gordon Rushville 26 and Morrill 22. Glad to have Kate Kruger along. Paul says go Mustangs. So glad to have everybody on board this evening. Minute and a half left. The teams are both itching to get this third quarter started, and we're just about ready to oblige them. Ready for third quarter action as the Mustangs trying to advance to the second round of the Western Trails Conference Tournament. We'll switch our microphone back after the outstanding halftime entertainment by the Gordon Rushville Mustang Band. And we are underway here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead it by 4 as we start the second half. High post to Jacobson, down low for Carly Hinn. And just like that, the Mustangs extend that lead. Carly has 8, and it's a 6-point lead at 28-22, just 15 seconds into the second half. They go high post, now they'll kick it out. Down in the corner for Margheim. Margheim puts it on the floor and gets that one to fall. Margheim has 4 in the game. It's 28-24, 7.5 to go in the third quarter. On the wing for Saar. She skips it across to Perez. Perez finds Ashton Sassy. Inside for Hinn, and she's going to be fouled. That's going to be a reach-in foul called on Bailey Steiner. That should be her first. So 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs inbound it to get it into Jacobson. Denny hands it off to Haley Saar. Skip it across to Perez. Perez on the wing. She'll drive in. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is short. Jacobson comes out of there with it, and Mustangs get another shot at it after the good offensive rebound that time. Back to Jacobson. Jacobson works it up top for Sassy. Now around to Saar on the wing. Still working against this 2-3 zone. It's been that zone the whole way for the Tigers. And now here's Jessica Harvey with the steal. Harvey one-on-one against Sassy. Drives in, and Ashton Sassy will foul her. That'll be Ashton's first, and it'll put Jessica Harvey at the line for a pair of free throws. Jessica with 9 points in the first half, and these will be her first free throws of the game. 6:49 to go. 28-24. Mustangs lead it by 4. Harvey lines it up, and that one's off the back iron, no good. And she'll have one more. Harvey lines up the second, and that one, carbon copy of the first, off the back iron, but rebounded by Margheim. Harvey back with it, drives into the lane, dumps it off, and that one is good. That's Sherrod. She's got 11, and a 2-point ball game. 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go third quarter. It's 28-26. Up top for Sassy. Fires it down low for Carly Hinn, and Carly is fouled on the shot. Carly will have free throws. They'll give that foul to Bailey Steiner, I believe. And that will be her second, as Carly Hinn lines it up. Carly, her first free throws of the game. That one is good. Give Carly 7 points. No, give her 9, actually, on the game, as now Sassy heads to the bench. Kenna Campbell back in now for the Mustangs. Carly with one more, 29-26, trying to extend the lead to 4. And that one's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out of there, and here comes Jessica Harvey. She has a way of finding that basketball. Harvey going to be called for the double dribble. She was being harassed by Haley Saar, and she's called for the double dribble. They'll turn it back over to the Mustangs. 29-26, Mustangs by 3 with 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. On the wing for Perez, skips it across to Saar. Haley into the lane. That runner won't go. Haley hits the deck, and here comes Sherrod back the other way. Sherrod nearly traveled, but they'll get it back, and Harvey will set the offense. Under 6 to go, third quarter. Go high post for Steiner. She kicks it back out. Now they'll get it back to Harvey on the right wing. Mustangs still in that 1-3-1 zone. A one-handed pass. Harvey likes to do that. Throw that one-handed baseball pass and go all the way across court with it. And now taking their time. And now Harvey going to drive in and tried to get it down low for Markheim. Instead, it's taken away by the Mustangs. Here comes Haley Saar, left-handed layup. She had to alter the shot, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Mustangs, and it'll turn it back over to the Morrill Lions. Haley had a defender right in her face, altered the shot a little bit. Now we've got an offensive foul as Harvey trying to gain herself a little bit of room to work there, and it gave a forearm shiver to Haley Saar. And they'll give it back to the Mustangs now. That is the first foul on Jessica Harvey. They go inside for Jacobson. Shot up and good. Denny Jacobson's got 8. 31-26. And there's Denny taking away that long pass intended for Markheim. And here come the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell all the way in. And we're going to have a blocking foul called on, let's see, that's going to go against Shaylin Lackey, and that'll be her first. But that will be the 4th team foul of the second half by the Lions. And so Kenna Campbell heads to the line. Kenna 0 for 4 from the line so far this evening. And that one falls in, and she'll get another try here. 32-26 is the lead with 5:08 to go in the third quarter. Back to a 6-point lead. This equals the Mustangs' biggest lead of the game. Campbell's second free throw also good, and now the lead is 7. So Stephanie Tarrin now brings the ball up for the Morrill Lions. She'll find Lackey. Lackey works out front. Now back to Tarrin. Mustangs still in that 1-3-1 zone. Into the paint is Lackey. That one's off of Markheim and out of bounds. Mustangs get another turnover. 4:53 to go third quarter, and a 7-point Mustang lead. It's 33-26. Now Ashton Sassy back into the game as she gives Josie Perez a rest. On the wing for Kenna Campbell. Kenna in the corner for Hinn. Hinn looks inside. Now she takes a dribble. Now she's kind of hung up, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds, but it'll be off of Leanne Sherrod, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. Carly got herself in a bad position there, but bailed out that time. Here's Denny Jacobson with the inbounds to Sassy. Back in the corner for Kenna Campbell. Kenna spins. Now she gets it to Hinn. Hinn a little too far out, and Carly will draw the foul. They're going to give that foul to Shaylin Lackey. That'll be her second. And now those team fouls starting to add up for the Morrill Lions. 2 fresh Lions into the game. That's Harvey and, Taylor Wedham back into the game now. Mustangs with the ball. Carly Hinn looks inside. Now she'll go up top, and she'll get it to Ashton Sassy. Sassy to Kenna Campbell on the wing in the corner for Jacobson. Jacobson fakes the 3, goes up top for Sassy. They swing it around quickly. Now inside for Carly Hinn. Turnaround jumper. That one won't go. But the rebound by Jacobson. Jacobson shovels it out. Here's Kenna Campbell. Her shot won't go. Carly Hinn on the putback. Denny Jacobson can't get her shot to go. And finally, Harvey comes out of there with it. Harvey, the length of the floor. Now she'll pull it back, and they'll try to set the offense up. Tried to get it to Taryn. And now that's slapped out of bounds by Haley Saar, and it'll stay with the Lions. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Taryn to inbound it. Oh, and Carly Hinn with the tackle that time on the inbounds pass. Carly had designs of stealing that inbounds pass and taking it the distance, and instead she crashes right into Harvey and draws her third foul of the game. So Carly comes out along with Kenna Campbell, Keely Campbell, and Josie Perez now back into the game for the Mustangs. So good aggressive look on defense that time, just not quite the execution that Carly was hoping for. Now they'll go down low to Wedham. She leaves it outside for Harvey. Three-pointer. That one's off the mark, no good. Taryn with the rebound. That one's no good, and rebounded by Sassy. Here comes Haley Saar. Works against Harvey. Can't get that one to go. Haley with her own rebound, turnaround, spins, and gets it to fall on the acrobatic putback that time. Give Haley 6 points on the evening, and the lead expands to 35-26. It's out to a 9-point lead, and there's another Mustang steal. Josie Perez comes out of there with it and brings it down the floor. Free throw line jumper. Perez in and out, no good. Rebounded by Stephanie Taryn. We're under 3 to go in the third quarter. And we got a timeout on the floor called by the Morrill Lions. 2:53 to go here in the third quarter. It's Mustangs 35 and Morrill Lions 26.
New Holland has equipped farmers with the right technology for over a century and continues to provide smart innovations like our exclusive corn rower attachment for our CR Series Combine. We make certain you have all the tools to grow your bottom line while improving efficiency and productivity, allowing you to work smarter in order to spend more time with the ones you love. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
So back to third quarter basketball action here as the Mustangs have opened this one up a little bit here as they led by 4 at the half. They now lead by 9 with 2:53 left to go in the third quarter. And the Morrill Lions go to work. Score update from Bridgeport. It's Bridgeport 49 and the Mustangs 29 at the end of the third quarter. Mustangs with the rebound, and here comes Josie Perez. Josie drives all the way in. Her shot won't go, but there's Denny Jacobson right there. Rebound, put back. Give Denny 10 on the evening. 37-26. It's an 11-point game. Harvey tries to drive through, and we're going to get, I think, Ashton Sassy with the reach in. Didn't see. No, they're going to give that one to Haley Saar, and that is her second. Third team foul on the Mustangs. 5 team fouls on the Lions. Harvey takes the inbounds pass, and the Lions will set the offense. Lackey across to Harvey. Harvey in the corner for Margheim. Now they'll go high post. Shot off, no good. Rebounded by Perez. And here come the Mustangs. They go inside for Keely Campbell. She can't handle the pass, and Jessica Harvey comes out of there with it. Slapped out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Harvey. Mustang basketball with 2:05 to go in the third quarter. They get it in to Ashton Sassy, and they set the offense. Perez on the wing. Morrill's done an outstanding job of bottling up Josie Perez here this evening. Perez on the wing. That shot won't go, and tipped out of bounds. Mustang basketball. Didn't get a real good signal from the official. Everybody stays put, and Mustangs get it inbound. Perez turnaround jumper. That one won't go. Jacobson kicks it out to Saar. She drives in, and she traveled with it. And these referees have called it the same way at both ends. They've allowed an awful lot of contact inside. That is rough duty in the paint this evening for both teams. As they haven't called a lot of fouls, they've let these teams play. 1:37 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs by 11 now, 37-26. In the corner for Margheim. Margheim, skip pass all the way across. Now they'll work it inside for Harvey, and Keely Campbell is going to be called for the push. Keely picks up her first foul. Kenna Campbell comes in. She'll replace Ashton Sassy. Margheim to inbound it. Gets it in to Sherrod, and her shot won't go. And now we've got a tie-up on the rebound, and it'll be Morrill Lion basketball. 1:21 to go in the third quarter. So Margheim having trouble getting it in. Now she gets it in and nearly taken away, but Sherrod tracks it down, gets it to Harvey, and they'll go back to work with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Haley Saar wanted another offensive foul. Didn't get the call as there's Steiner with a putback, and that's no good. And here comes Kenna Campbell out of there with it. Kenna drives all the way in, shot partially blocked. And now we're going to, I think, probably get Keely Campbell on another. And they did. Keely Campbell picks up her second. Under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. The Mustang lead is 11 at 37-26. Keely heads to the bench. And Ashton Sassy back into the game. Mustangs providing some full court pressure here. They get it across the timeline to Lackey. Lackey pass tipped by Perez, but Harvey comes out of there with it. Harvey, a one-handed pass again, finds Lackey on the wing. Her shot won't go, and that's tracked down by Kenna Campbell. 3-on-2. Campbell. Sassy down low, can't finish. Josie Perez, rebound, put back, and good. Josie with just her first bucket of the game. 3 points for her. 25 seconds now in the third quarter, 39-26. Harvey tees it up for three. That one's no good. Rebound, tracked down, slapped out of bounds. They're going to say off of Josie Perez, and it'll stay with Morrill with 16 seconds left to go. Jessica Harvey now going to check out of the game as Stephanie Tarrin back in for the Lions. Tarrin backs it out with 15 to go. Gets it to Steiner between the circles. Down low for Sherrod, off her hands and out of bounds. 9 seconds for the Mustangs to work. Keely Campbell checks into the game. And let's see who's going to come out. That'll be Ashton Sassy that heads to the bench. And so now Morrill going to make life difficult for the Mustangs with 8 seconds to go with some full court pressure. Haley Saar brings it up, crosses the timeline with 2 seconds to go. That one's stolen by Steiner, and the third quarter ends. But the Mustangs increase that lead with a good third quarter. They now lead at 39-26 as we head to the fourth.
Great Plains Communications.
GPC TV is proud to announce our brand new weather feature on Channel 2. It is now your 24/7 location for current, local, and national weather using advanced satellite imaging. From today's temperature to the full 5-day forecast, GPC TV has you covered. We will continue to air local sports and your favorite Husker programs. The other providers simply can't compete. When you need weather now, you need GPC TV on Channel 2.
So we head to the fourth quarter here in Gordon, and it's the Gordon Rushville Mustangs leading this one by 13, 39-26. It was a scoring explosion for the Mustangs there. In that third quarter, they extended that lead, and they went on a 13-4 run there in the third quarter, and they extend that lead, and now they got to try and hang on through this fourth quarter and point the bus towards Scotts Bluff tomorrow. Well, Morrill taking their time, getting things set to try and get things going here in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs, their season after the tournament here, they'll travel to Bridgeport next Friday and then they'll face the Morrill Lions back here next Saturday to finish the season. And we will have both of those games for you here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. Shot won't go, and now Josie Perez reaches in, grabs it, and she's going to be called for the reach-in foul. Thought she had all ball. That is Josie's third foul of the game, and maybe a little bit of frustration as Josie 13 points under her scoring average, just the one basket here this evening. Down low for Margheim. Baseline jumper, good. Caitlin Margheim has 6 points. 7:34 to go. 39-28 is the score now. Lead cut back to 11. Now Haley Saar going to pull it back, and the Mustangs going to take their time. Perez swings it around to Jacobson in the corner for Sassy. Back up to Jacobson. Swing it around to Saar, and Haley will back it out. Back to Perez, now Jacobson. Jacobson on the wing. And now Morrill has switched to a man-to-man defense coming out here trying to make something happen here in this fourth quarter. Ashton Sassy drives in, pull-up jumper, that's short, and the rebound pulled out of there by Harvey. Harvey quickly down the floor, switches hands, dribbles through traffic, leaves it for Lackey, and Denny Jacobson going to be called for the foul. That'll be her third. And that will put Shaylin Lackey at the line for a pair of free throws. She's 0 for 1 so far this evening from the free throw line. 39-28 with 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. That is the 7th team foul on the Mustangs here in the second half as that free throw falls off no good. Morrill with 5 team fouls. Ashton Sassy heads to the bench. She'll get a little bit of a breather as Kenna Campbell checks back in. And she missed both free throws. Carly Hinn with the rebound. Gets it to Kenna Campbell, and Kenna brings it across the timeline. Kenna sets it up across to Haley Saar. Now Haley will back it out. Make them come guard her. Now to Carly Hinn. Works inside. Kenna Campbell. Contact. Couldn't get it to go. Kenna gets the rebound after it's tipped out of there. Carly Hinn can't handle the pass, and now Lackey wrestles that one away. Mustangs are going to get it back on the other end, and now going to slow it down. Haley Saar brings it across as she works against Steiner with 6:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead it by 11. Kenna Campbell gets it across to Haley Saar. Saar drives in, and we're going to have a foul called against Jessica Harvey. And Jessica Harvey picks up her second, and that'll be the 6th team foul. So the next Morrill foul will put the Mustangs into the 1-and-1 bonus. Mustangs will have it out of bounds with 6:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Kenna Campbell tosses it in, finds Haley Saar. Haley reverses it back to Kenna Campbell. Kenna across to Carly Hinn. Carly. Josie Perez, jump shot, good. Josie Perez knocks that one down, the long two-pointer. She's got 5. 5:50 to go, and it's 41-28. They skip it across, and that one's taken away by the Mustangs. That long pass, they tried to go with the bounce pass cross court, and Mustangs take it away. 5:35 to go. Kenna Campbell back to Saar. Saar guarded closely by Steiner now. Carly Hinn up high with it. Carly across to Haley Saar. Haley in the corner for Denny Jacobson. Jacobson over the top, and she had Carly Hinn, but also had Josie Perez cut into the basket. And between the two of them, they tipped that one out of bounds, and they'll turn it back over. Timeout on the floor with 5:17 to go, fourth quarter. It's the Mustangs 41 and the Lions 28.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon. And a score update in the boys game after trailing by 20
to start the fourth quarter. With 3 minutes to go in the fourth, the Mustangs trail by just 9. So a big comeback effort down there in Bridgeport as the boys trying to upset the Bridgeport Bulldogs. With 3 minutes to go, they trail by just 9. 5:17 left to go in this one, and the Mustangs lead it 41-28. Mustangs back out on the floor and ready to go, waiting on Morrill to get things drawn up. And now Haley Saar going to try and pick off that inbounds pass. Jessica Harvey takes it and brings it across up the floor quickly in the corner for Markheim. Down low for Harvey. Harvey into the lane. A lot of contact, and now we're going to get a foul called on one of the Mustangs. And I think that is Josie Perez picking up her 4th foul. The scoreboard says 3. We'll go with that. First free throw by Jessica Harvey is good. She's now 1 for 3 from the line. She's got 10 points on the evening. Makes it 41-29. And Harvey makes them both. And now Lackey comes in, and she'll replace Sherrod in the lineup for the Lions. And now Morrill going to apply some full court pressure here. Mustangs are ready for it. They get it in. Here's Kenna Campbell, flips it across to Haley Saar. Haley, cross-court pass, dangerous pass. And they're going to get Jessica Harvey on the reach-in foul. Dangerous pass that time. Oh, they gave that foul to Denny Jacobson, and that is her 4th. Not really sure how that works, but Denny picks up her 4th, and that puts Harvey back at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Mustangs by 11, 41-30. Now it's just a 10-point game, 41-31. And now Sassy out, or excuse me, Jacobson out and Sassy into the lineup with 5:01 to go. Jessica Harvey has 12. One more free throw on the way for her, and it is good. And it's back to a 9-point game, single digits here. Down the court quickly for the Mustangs, ahead to Saar, and she'll wait for everybody to catch up with her. Morrill trying to apply some defensive pressure here, as now they've gone back to the zone, and they'll extend that zone all the way out. A dangerous pass. Kenna Campbell comes up with it, kicks it out for Perez, skips it across to Sassy. She'll pull it back, now down in the corner for Hinn with 4:35 to go. Cross court to Perez. Perez, baseline jumper, good. Josie Perez makes them when they count. She's got 7, 6 points here in the second half. Pushes the lead back to 43-32. There's a three-pointer that misses everything, and now Markheim going to be called for the blocking foul. That'll be her 3rd. That will put the Mustangs at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. See who it is that heads to the line. It must be Josie. She's taken her place there at the free throw line. So Wedham comes in. She'll replace Markheim, as Markheim has 4 fouls. So the 1-and-1 opportunity here for Josie Perez. She makes it. She's 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. 4:19 to go, 44-32. Make that 45-32. Back to a 13-point lead now for the Mustangs. Morrill had trimmed it to 9. The Mustangs asserting themselves here again. Harvey drives in, 2 big steps, throws it up off glass. That one won't go, but Harvey there to get her own rebound. She'll try it again and miss again. And Ashton Sassy with the rebound. And this is going to go against Wedham. That'll be her first, and that'll put Ashton Sassy at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. 8 team fouls now against the Morrill Lions, 9 for the Mustangs. Carly Hinn comes out, Keely Campbell comes in. 3:59 to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs 45-32. Ashton Sassy gets the first one. And she'll have one more. That gives Ashton 8, now 9 points on the game. 47-32. Stephanie Tarrin brings it across the timeline. Across. Now down low for Wedham. Now back up top. Taken away by Haley Saar. Mustangs going to run. Haley drives in. Finds Ashton Sassy on the baseline. Kicks it back to Haley. Haley up and rolls off no good. Keely Campbell there but can't control the rebound. Steiner controls it. And they'll get it to Tarrin. 3:33 to go fourth quarter. Morrill with the basketball. In the corner for Wedham. Back up top for Steiner. Steiner. That's Sherrod. Her pull-up jumper is good. Count the basket. Sherrod gets the bucket to fall. And they're going to give that foul to, I think they gave that, they did, to Keely Campbell. And that is her third. So 2 free throws coming for Leanne Sherrod. Oh, excuse me, that's just a 1-and-1. And she misses the front end of it. They go ahead to Haley Saar, and now we're going to have Stephanie Tarrin called for the foul. That'll be her third, and that'll put Haley at the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Haley's first free throw off the front of the rim, no good. A rebound cleared by Tarrin. And I'm going to call Kenna Campbell now with the push. Kenna picks up her first. And should be a 2-shot foul now, I believe, for Tarrin, and it is. She misses the first. And we got a timeout called on the floor by the Morrill Lions. 3:16 to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs lead at 47-34. Say thanks to sponsors of today's action. Let's take a look. Final score of the boys' game. Bridgeport barely hangs on. They win it. A final score of 54-47. So the Mustangs come back from down 20 at the end of the third quarter and make it close at the end, but they fall by 7, 54-47 to the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Say thanks to sponsors of today's action. Essence, the First National Bank of Gordon. Share Real Estate. Strong Insurance. Gordon True Value. State Farm Insurance. Grocery Mart. Sides and Milburn Ford. Physical Therapy West. Modern Farm Equipment, Great Plains Communications, and, of course, the Sheridan County Journal-Star. 3:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead at 47-34. Both teams now in the double bonus, and will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. And now we've got a discussion between officials and coaches over here at the scorer's table. And we should have one more free throw coming as the official is trying to give the ball to, and now they're going to say it was just a one-shot. Must have been, I'm not sure what we had going on there. We should have had one more free throw, but apparently something happened here, and so now the Lions with the basketball. 47-34. They'll kick it out to Sherrod. Now back to Harvey. Tees it up for 3. That one's off, no good, out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball with 3:06 to go. And now more full court pressure by Morrill, trying to claw their way back in this one. They got a tall mountain ahead of them. They get it into Carly Hinn. She can't control it under heavy pressure, and she'll turn it over out of bounds. It goes back over to the Morrill Lions with 3:05 to go. Margheim to inbound it. Jessica Harvey shot up. That one won't go, and rebounded by Carly Hinn. Quickly out to Haley Saar. Haley going to take her time bringing it up as we're under 3 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Haley works against Sherrod now. A man-to-man defense here. Ashton Sassy gives Harvey the slip, and her shot won't go, but she is fouled. And so Ashton Sassy will head to the line. And now we are definitely in the double bonus now. And Ashton will have 2 free throws. She's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. 47-34 as Caitlin Margheim fouls out. That is her 5th foul. First free throw by Ashton falls off, no good. Now Denny Jacobson checks into the game. She'll replace Kenna Campbell. Ashton's second free throw is good. Extends the lead to 47-34 with 2:46 to go. And now we've got more discussion over here at the scorer's table. So confusion everywhere this evening for this officiating crew. And now the Lions will inbound it with 2:46 to go in the fourth quarter. They finally let them inbound it, and here comes Jessica Harvey. Brings it across the timeline and sets it up. She drives in, kicks it down low, tried to get it to Sherrod, but it's tipped out of bounds by Ashton Sassy. Good defense that time, but it'll stay with the Morrill Lions. They'll have the ball under their own basket. That'll be Stephanie Tarrin to inbound it. They get it in to Steiner. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but either way, it's out of bounds off of Tarrin, and it'll be Mustang basketball, and now we've got a timeout called on the floor by the Mustangs. Let's take a look at this Western Trails Conference girls bracket. Assuming the Mustangs hang on with the 14-point lead, 48-34, 2:36 to go fourth quarter. Mustangs will face the winner of the Hemingford and Bayard game, which is going on right now. We don't have any results from that. Hemingford, the 2 seed in the tournament, though. And so the Mustangs looking for a rematch. They lost to the Bobcats in the opening game of the season. And they last year in the Western Trails Conference Tournament in the semifinals, they upset the Hemingford Bobcats. They'd really love to repeat that performance and do it again tomorrow night. That game, or tomorrow afternoon, that game, 3:45 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We'll be there to bring it to you, so make sure you tune in here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. 3:45 tomorrow afternoon from Cougar Palace on the campus of WNCC for the semifinal action between the Mustangs and whoever the opponent turns out to be. As the Mustangs heave it down the court, Carly Hinn gathers it in, and she's fouled on the shot. The Mustangs on the inbound just threw that one as far as they could. Carly 1 for 2 from the line. She's got 9 points this evening. And a good effort for her. 2:34 to go. Carly's first free throw up and good. And so the Mustangs 1 for 7 in the first half from the free throw line. They've shot much better here in the second half. Carly's second free throw is also good. Nothing but the bottom of the net that time. And it's a 50-34 ball game with 2:33 to go. So making the free throws when it counts. Cross court to Sherrod. Sherrod's blocked by Sassy. Sassy takes it away, and now Sassy has it taken away. They get it to Harvey, feeds it down low, up and under. That is Sherrod for 2 more. 2:15 to go. Here's Haley Saar back behind the defense. Layup, and she's not going to miss that one. Haley with 8 points, 52-36 with 2:05 to go. Here comes Harvey back the other way. Harvey in, off contact, left it short. Sherrod with the rebound, and the putback and 2 more for Leanne Sherrod, 52-38. Mustangs get it inbounds quickly. Ashton Sassy to Haley Saar. Saar goes inside, had 2 people there, and they'll turn it over to the Morrill Lions. 1:44 to go. Long three-pointer. That one misses everything and out of bounds by Jessica Harvey. So Jessica Harvey connected on the first three-pointer that she tried this evening. She hasn't hit another one since. Maybe forced that one just a little bit. 1:36 to go. Mustangs get it inbounds. Now they go down the court for Carly Hinn. Carly over the top. Josie Perez, and she will be fouled. Josie found herself just a little bit too far under the basket, but able to draw the foul, and she'll have 2 free throws. See who they give that foul to. That is Jada West, and she picks up her first foul. And the first free throw by Josie Perez is off the mark and no good. 1:29 to go, fourth quarter, 52-38. And one more free throw coming by Perez. And the second one is short. And the rebound pulled out of there by Jada West. Now she'll pick up her dribble and get it to Stephanie Tarrant. She crosses the timeline, gets it ahead. Nearly travel there by Lackey. That shot won't go, but an offensive rebound. Tipped by Kenna Campbell, and a steal by Kenna Campbell, and now a 3-on-none. Carly Hinn gets it ahead to Haley Saar. Give Carly an assist that time. 1 minute left to go in this one. 54-38. Mustangs going to hang on for the victory here, and they'll head to the semifinals tomorrow, where they'll match up at 3:45 p.m. Make sure you join us tomorrow afternoon. We'll have that action for you. We should be on the air somewhere around 3:30, as now Haley Saar is going to commit her third foul. We should be on the air somewhere around 3:30, maybe a little bit ahead of that, but tune in and have those tweeters ready to go and let us know where you're watching from tomorrow afternoon, as the first free throw by Steiner is no good. Now Wedham back into the game. She'll take the place of Sherrod. Carly Hinn comes out of the game. And Steiner misses them both. Rebounded by Kenna Campbell. 38 seconds left to go in this one. Campbell brings it across, and the Mustangs will go to work with 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ashton Sassy being guarded closely by Lackey. Now they'll work it inside. Josie Perez kicks it out for Kenna Campbell. Back out for Sassy. Swing it around to Saar. She'll pull it back out now with 13 seconds left to go. And a timeout called on the floor with 12 seconds left to go. We haven't said it yet. We'll take this opportunity. If you're not a subscriber to the Sheridan County Journal-Star, you certainly should be. Get all the news that is news in Sheridan County. And if you sign up for the online edition, you can get it on your mobile device, laptop, desktop, whatever you want. And you can get that in full and glorious color. Check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. Mustangs 12 seconds away from closing this one out. Going to get some reserves into the ball game now, as we've got Autumn Richards, Morgan Darnell, Delenn Rodriguez, and Leah Irving into the game now for the Mustangs, along with Keely Campbell. 12 seconds to close this one out, and a whole bunch of reserves in also for the Morrill Lions. Not going to have time to track down all of those names and numbers. Darnell takes it at the top of the key. Morgan dribbles to her right. Now she'll hand it off to Richards. Back to Darnell. Won't get the shot off. And the game ends. The Mustangs head to the semifinals. They win this one 54-38. Stay tuned. I'll be back with scoring totals in just a minute. Final score, Gordon Rushville 54, the Morrill Lions 38. By 7. So let's take a look at the final scoring totals for the Mustangs in the winning effort. It was Carly Hinn with the big game leading the way for the Mustangs tonight. Carly finished with 11 points. Then we had 3 Mustangs with 10 points, so 4 Lady Mustangs in double figures tonight. Carly with 11, Ashton Sassy with 10, Denny Jacobson with 10, and Haley Saar also with 10. Josie Perez not far behind. She had 9 points. And then we had Kenna Campbell with 2 and Keely Campbell also with 2. The Mustangs, after going 1 for 7 in the first half from the free throw line, finished the game on a lot better note. They went 10 for 15 in the second half to finish 11 for 22, right at 50%. For the Morrill Lions tonight, Leanne Sherrod led the way. She had 17 points. Jessica Harvey added 13. Caitlin Margheim had 6, and Shaylin Lackey added 2. On the evening, the Morrill Lions shot 5 of 13 from the free throw line. So the Mustangs, with the win, advance to the semifinals, where they'll face the winner of the Hemingford-Bayard game tomorrow afternoon at 3:45 p.m. We'll have all of that action for you starting sometime around 3:30 tomorrow. Tune in just a little bit early for all of the pregame festivities. So thanks again for joining us here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015. Until tomorrow afternoon, this is Clint Anderson saying we'll see you tomorrow in the semifinals.